The Queen passed away at Balmoral Castle in Scotland on the 8th of September 2022. She ruled for 7 decades over the United Kingdom and died at the age of 96. The Queen, who reigned longer than any other British monarch and longer than any other female head of state in history, witnessed some of the world's most consequential historical events and technological breakthroughs. It is anticipated that the late Queen left behind a personal wealth of over $500 million, which will now be transferred to King Charles III, along with the rest of the royal family, including the late Queen's 4 children, Prince Andrew, Princess Anne, and Prince Edward. The Guardian in 2021 claimed that the Queen convinced the British government to amend a law in 1973 so that she would never have to face the embarrassment of having her personal fortune made public. Investments, jewellery, horses, artwork, real estate, the Royal Philatelic Collection and other assets, such as the Balmoral Castle in Scotland, as well as the Sandringham House in England, make up the bulk of Queen Elizabeth II's fortune, the exact size of which has never been disclosed. It was highly predicted that King Charles III would inherit all of these things. King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla arrived in Manchester on the 21st of January after the King travelled overnight on the royal train. This was the very first time that the King travelled through this particular mode of transportation. Now what's interesting is the fact that this is not just any other train. The train is crammed with many luxurious amenities. Besides this luxurious train, the King also has many other expensive possessions, which we will talk about in this video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, let's have a sneak peek into the royal train before moving on to discuss other expensive items owned by the King. According to reports, King Charles III took his very first journey on board the royal train, which is estimated to have a per-trip operating cost of between $47,500 and $57,000. The train, which has been in operation since 1977 and was reportedly the favourite way to travel of the late Queen, has been in operation since 1977. However, the royal family has owned a royal train since 1842. The King left Ayr, which is located in Scotland, late on Friday night and arrived at Manchester Victoria Station the following day. While there, he participated in a number of events. The reigning King is the only person who is allowed to invite visitors onto the 9-carriage train that is used mostly by senior royals. Once they are on board, they will have access to a dining carriage that seats 12 people, a working office for the monarch, as well as various bedrooms and bathrooms. As early as the 1840s, representatives of the British royal family have been witnessed travelling by train. This tradition continues to this day. It was the Dowager Queen Adelaide who commissioned the first royal carriage in 1842, but it was Queen Victoria who was the first British monarch to ride in one. In 1977, an upgraded version of the royal train was given to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, who ruled until her death in 2022. It comes with an exterior that is a deep burgundy colour, and either brand new cars or interiors have been renovated. The British royal train is owned by DB Cargo UK, which is also responsible for its maintenance and operation. The train has 9 carriages, each of which serves a unique role. Some of them were modified Mark III carriages that were originally intended for the high-speed train prototype in the early 1970s rather than the royal train. This was the case for some of the carriages. One of the carriages is reserved solely for the King and features a lounge, bedroom and bathroom, all in one convenient package. The Queen Consort also owns a carriage of the same kind specifically for her use. In addition to that, there is a carriage that serves as a sleeping compartment, along with another that acts as a lounge for the Prince of Wales. In addition to those, there are a number of others that have been reserved specifically for the royal household, as well as a dining car equipped with a kitchen for the royal family. Although King Charles III just made his way across the country on the royal train, most of the time members of the royal family fly on commercial airlines, just like the rest of us. The Prince of Wales and his wife are often spotted travelling with their children while flying commercial airlines such as British Airways, Ryanair or American Airlines. There have been reports of King Charles III being spotted in either the Rolls-Royce Phantom 6 state car or even the Bentley State Limousine whenever he's not moving across the country for official business. His Majesty enjoys driving and he has been spotted behind the wheel of his electric Audi e-tron on several occasions. This is irrespective of the fact that he is the King of the Kingdoms that make up the Commonwealth as well as the United Kingdom. And that is where the royal train's journey comes to an end. It's time we discuss a couple of other expensive items the royal family has to its name that came down the family through the late Queen Elizabeth. Number 1, car collection. Even when she travelled to her many events and meetings, the Queen made sure that everyone knew she was there by making her presence felt through the luxurious cars that she drove. During her time of service in World War II, she was assigned an Austin K2Y, but after that she drove a Land Rover Defender. Her all-time favourite pickup truck was a 2002 Land Rover Defender 110 DD5, and she was given a 2022 model of the same car as a present for her Platinum Jubilee. Other noteworthy cars from the collection owned by the royal family include the Vauxhall, the Range Rover, and the Aston Martin. Number 2. Jewellery Collection. The late Queen Elizabeth II was known to treasure the finer things in life, particularly her collection of antique jewellery. Vanity Fair claims that it is known as the Windsor Collection and that it's been passed down through the family for many generations. Her most iconic jewels are the sceptre and orb of the sovereign, which were used during her coronation. In addition to that, she has had the Russian kokoshnik tiara, the Queen Mother's leaf brooch, Queen Victoria's diamond stud earrings, and the Duchess of Tex earrings in her collection. Number 3. Real estate. The former monarch's real estate portfolio, which includes properties worth a combined $10 billion, has always been and will continue to be the royal family's most valuable possession. While Kensington Palace and Windsor Castle each cost $630 million and $326 million respectively, Buckingham Palace is estimated to be worth $7 billion. As a result of its status as a well-liked destination for tourists, the Duchy of Lancaster generates annual revenue of $24 million. Number 4. Art Collection. The Queen's Gallery in Buckingham Palace is home to some of the world's most priceless artwork, making it the location of the most extensive privately held art collection. Over 60 invaluable works of art have been brought out for public viewing, courtesy of the Royal Collection Trust. An allegory of peace and the arts by Artemisia Gentileschi is one of the most famous paintings ever created. Massacre of the Innocents by Pieter Bruegel, The Elder and Archer's Shooting at a Herm by Michelangelo Buonarroti are two more famous paintings that are owned by the royal family. Number 5. Royal Box at Wimbledon. The ideal place to see a tennis match at Wimbledon is the Royal Box, located at the centre of the court. The 74-seater box was constructed in 1992 and has been used as an entertainment place for friends and guests, including members of the British royal family, political personalities, and business partners who are allowed to sit only if they had been invited to use it. Number 6. Racehorses. After receiving a pony from King George V for her 4th birthday, the Queen has had a lifelong interest in horses ever since she was a little child. According to BBC, upon her coronation as Queen, Elizabeth received the Royal Stud of Sandringham from her late father as an inheritance. The Queen has developed a personal interest in the process of training the horses for racing, and as a result, she was able to collect almost $9 million every year from the competitions. Number 7. Queen Victoria's Wedding Dress. The wedding dress of Queen Victoria, which is now kept at the Royal Museum, is a precious piece of clothing that is credited with starting the tradition of wearing a white wedding dress. According to Vogue, the wedding gown that she wore for her marriage to Prince Albert in 1840 was crafted out of silk satin and lace. She was the one who started the trend that ladies all over the world have been following ever since she wore the white wedding dress for her wedding. Previously, women liked to wear wedding gowns in bright coloured hues. And that pretty much rounds up today's video. We hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave us a like as a token of appreciation for the video. Also, do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified about more of our content on celebrity looks and outfits. We will be back with another video soon.